What is up, YouTube? Guys, Jericho426 here, coming at you with another Marvel Contest of Champions guide. And did you guys hear that? Weird. So I haven't been doing intros to the guides lately because I like for you guys just to get right into the guides. I know you're just looking for the info. However, guys, I wanted to say that, man, I absolutely love Anti-Venom. And
what's not to love?
What is that? Anyway, so what I was trying to get into, guys, before something is, I don't know what's happening here. Anyway, Anti-Venom is such a versatile character, and he is absolutely one of my favorite new characters to play, guys. So stick around for the combat strategy section at the end, or you can skip on to the end. I'll leave the timestamp in the description because he's just so versatile. There's so many different ways to play him, and I absolutely love Anti-Venom, guys. So without further ado,
would you shut up? Let's just get into the guide.
What?
I think I'll take over from here.
You wanna what?
I'm going to do this guide, Jericho.
But usually I do the
Yes,
the
but
talk.
you suck, and this is my guide.
Okay. Fine. Without further ado, guys, here is the guide to how to play Anti-Venom by Anti-Venom.
Anti-Venom is immune to all incinerate and poison effects. And during the opponent's special attacks, Anti-Venom gains 40% defensive combat rate per debuff on the opponent. When the fight starts, Anti-Venom inflicts an indefinite Clintar debuff. If this debuff is removed by any means, it comes back after 15 seconds. The Clintar debuff reduces physical resistance and gains additional properties based on Anti-Venom's opponent. When fighting a #Spider-Verse hero, reduce the ability accuracy of evades by 100%. Those spiders are not getting away. And when fighting Mystic champions, their ability accuracy of unblockable is reduced by 65%. But once either champion hits 30 hits in their combo meter, it is increased by 100%. Bye-bye, Doom. If the opponent is suffering from a Clintar debuff, every 10 hits in the combo meter from either champion, Anti-Venom inflicts the selected genetic memory debuff. Each genetic memory debuff has a max stack of 4. The Spectre debuff reduces the opponent's regeneration rate by 16.66%. The Disorient debuff reduces defensive ability accuracy and block proficiency by 12.5%. And the Decelerate debuff lowers evade and unstoppable ability accuracy by 33%. Using a second medium attack, you will change the selected genetic memory debuff to the next debuff in the list. Defenders have a 50% chance to change to the next selection when inflicting a genetic debuff. Using a heavy attack, Anti-Venom inflicts a stagger on the opponent for 10 seconds. This has a max of 2 stacks. All personal passives are paused during special attacks. When using the special attack 1, if not already active, gain an accelerated mutation passive, causing Anti-Venom to inflict an additional genetic memory debuff for 15 seconds. Triggering accelerated mutation also refreshes evolve mutation passive. If accelerated mutation is active, all hits deal a burst of physical damage. And the first hit of special attack 1 inflicts a petrified debuff, reducing potency of their power gain and regeneration rate by 40% for 20 seconds. This does not have a max stack. On activation of the special attack 2, consume all genetic memory debuffs on the opponent, granting a fury passive per genetic memory consumed, gaining attack rating for 25 seconds. The special attack 3 inflicts a rupture debuff for 15 seconds, and you will also gain a non-stacking evolved mutation passive, increasing the max number of genetic memory debuffs by 4, and increasing Fury potency and duration by 25% for 25 seconds. The max stack of an individual debuff is 4. With an awakened Anti-Venom, personal debuff potency is increased by 10% for every 10 hits in the combo meter from either champion, and non-personal debuffs are increased by 5% for every 10 hits in the combo meter. The effect caps at 50 hits. As well, Anti-Venom gains a passive regeneration stack that recovers 20.08 to 65% of the attack damage taken from a non-critical hit over 20 seconds, and is interrupted if the Clinton debuff is purified. Okay, I think I'm done now. Back to you, Jericho.
Okay guys, so there are a lot of ways to play Anti-Venom. And he's honestly one of the most versatile characters I think that's come out so far in 2021. Let's first talk about just some of his basic abilities and how to use them. First of all, he has a stagger ability on his heavy attack. This has a max stack of 2, and each stagger lasts for 10 seconds. This makes him great for nullifying buffs on a lot of cosmic champs, especially someone like Hyperion. Again, you can use Juggernaut to stagger Hyperion and take away his power gain. You can use Anti-Venom in the same way. Let's also talk about how to utilize his genetic memory buffs. Now, remember that whenever you are playing him, it's every 10th attack in your combo meter that is going to inflict the opponent with a genetic memory debuff. So if you're playing and you're hitting, you're like, why am I not laying down genetic memory debuffs? It's because you haven't hit that 10th number on your combo meter. You can play this where you rotate through your memory debuffs, or you can select 1 or 2 to use more often. It just depends on what you're going for. Obviously, if you're trying to slow the opponent, you're going to want to use the Decelerate debuff, right? This is going to stop the evade and also the unstoppable ability accuracy. Now, he's not as good as someone, let's say, like She-Hulk, who can just plant a slow debuff with a heavy attack, right? His slow debuff with the Decelerate starts at 33%, and the more of those genetic memory debuffs you put on the opponent, the more they are going to be slowed and or decelerated, if you want to say that. Now, this is going to take 30 hits in a combo meter to get him to 99%, right? Still, this can be very effective. You can use it in many different fights. Or you can stack up the Disorient debuff in order to decrease their defensive ability accuracy and block proficiency. Now, my favorite genetic debuff to inflict on the opponent is the Spectre debuff, and that is because it will reduce regeneration rate on the opponent by 16.66%, and you can stack this up fairly high. Then, if you combine this with your Special 1 attack, which places a Petrify debuff, it will allow you to completely reverse healing on the opponent. Now, you can stack with the Special 1 the Petrify debuff up to around 3 times if you time it just right. That third one, whenever it hits, will not last very long. Usually you're going to stay around 2 Petrifies. But at 2 Petrifies, they are actually over 100% with reverse regeneration rate, and you're going to see any regenerating opponents are going to take massive amounts of damage. When you hit 3, it's going to really start to tank the opponent. You can see in this Realm of Legends Wolverine video right here, he just completely melts whenever I have 3 Petrifies plus those Spectre debuffs on him. The other good thing about those Petrifies is it's going to give you a good amount of power control as well. So again, if you were to stack this on top of your staggers, again, this makes him an even better champion to go against someone like Hyperion or someone that has passive power gain, such as Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, or even Vision Arcus. Now let's quickly cover his Special 2 before we go into his rotation. So the Special 2, it is very important to have as many genetic memory debuffs on the opponent before you fire it, because each of those indefinite debuffs are going to convert. They're going to pull off the opponent, and they're going to convert into Fury passives for Anti-Venom. And these are really powerful Fury passives. Now, if you're in a short fight, it is great to go ahead and just work your way up using your regular combo system up into your Special 2, fire it off. You'll have maybe 3 or 4 Furies at this point, and you can really go ham on the opponent. But you're going to want to wait and fire that Special 3 before you were to fire the special 2 if you're going to go for a full rotation in a longer fight. But here's what I wanted to say about the special 2. The special 2 is very RNG dependent on if you crit or not. While you can still have 8 Fury buffs, you can see right here, sometimes you'll hit a special 2 and it will do a crazy amount of damage. This is a 4-star Anti-Venom taking on a 6-star rank 2 Odin, and look at how much damage he does to him. Or at the same time, you can see this one where he doesn't do quite as much damage with that special 2. So it is very RNG dependent if you're going to hit those crits or not. Now, let's talk about the full rotation for Anti-Venom. If you're looking for just max damage, you're not looking to use his utility so much. What you are going to do is you are going to build your way all the way to a special 3. Now, you're going to hit about 40 hits in your combo meter by the time you hit your special 3. At this point, however you chose to place your memory debuffs in the opponent, again, is entirely up to you and who you're fighting in your playstyle. Again, you can use your combos of medium, medium, or medium, light, 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 medium to hit that 10 hit combo and place your debuff and then rotate to the next one. Or you can pick whichever debuff you want to use using the second medium attack and then simply end all of your 5-hit combos with a light attack. This will make sure that you stack that specific genetic debuff. Remember that the one that is blue is the one that you are going to lay down. Even if you rotate the next one, the one that is currently blue when you are ending that combo is the one that will be placed. Then it will switch to the next one if you are doing a second medium or a 5-hit combo ending with a second medium. So again, if you want to lay down multiple or different debuffs, use your 5-hit rotations or your 2-hit rotation or your 2 mediums ending with a second medium attack, okay? If you want to stay within a certain debuff, end your combos with a light attack, and you will keep on placing down that one, again, up to a maximum of 4 before you hit your special 3. I hope that wasn't too confusing. Now you're going to hit your special 3. At the special 3, you're going to be allowed to place 4 more genetic memory debuffs on the opponent. This is because whenever you hit your special 3, you gain an evolved mutation passive, allowing you to sustain 4 additional genetic memory debuffs. Now that's important. They're not going to be indefinite if that passive expires. So what you have to do is build your way back up to your special 2, and just before that evolved mutation passive expires, you need to fire off a special 1 because that will refresh the evolved mutation passive. Then you should have plenty of time to work your way back to the special 2. At this point, you should have all 8 genetic memory debuffs in whatever configuration you want, and then fire off your special 2 for incredible amounts, hopefully incredible amounts of damage, depending on your RNG. But RNG or not, you are now going to have 8 passive fury effects on Anti-Venom to just go in and lay waste to the opponent, and he really does pack a punch at this point. Now, these furies last a long time. A lot of fights will probably end with this. If not, again, you can go back through that rotation of building your way back up to the special 3, going as close to the special 2 as possible while that evolved mutation passive is active, hitting the special 1, and then building your way back up to the special 2. So once more, that rotation, you're going to go to special 3 using whatever genetic memory debuff configuration you want or need. Then you're going to build up towards your special 2, but before your evolved mutation passive expires, use your special 1. This will reset that passive. Then you're going to build all the way back up to the special 2 and fire off for a special 2, giving you the maximum amount of damage. Again, this is for a long fight strategy. If you are looking for a short fight strategy, there is no reason to make your way all the way to the special 3. You can simply build up to a special 2 and fire that off. Or if you are looking to just reverse healing, you can do what I did in the Realm of Legends Wolverine fight, which is simply stack on your Spectre debuffs, ending your 10 hit combo meter with a light attack, making sure you're stacking on Spectre debuffs, and then only using your special 1 that will lay down those Petrify debuffs. Doing this, you will completely reverse healing on the opponent and completely obliterate them into the ground. Overall, I think Anti-Venom is one of the most versatile champs that has come out this entire year, and I think he is fantastic and definitely one of my new favorite champions to play in Contest of Champions.